safety, so that some people, in some situations, OSHA could come into a workplace and require ear protection to be used, and yet it wouldn't violate this neighborhood ordinance. So it's nice to see you go back to the drawing boards on this and try to work out a meaningful thing. And I think you'll know you're there when you can find someone who's a recognized sound expert that can come here, put their hand up, and give testimony that the restrictions you have in place are meaningful. Because right now, I don't think you could do that. I'd be very surprised you could get a recognized noise expert come in here that wouldn't say 80 decibels is loud noise, let alone above 80 decibels, which can happen for 20 continuous minutes. And I'm not saying decibels is the only issue here because it's the duration as well. That's when you'll know. And I think we're here in this mess because previous commissions tried to have it both ways. And if you go back and look at the planning board, so much of the discussion was on, we're going to get those decibels down to 55, and then we're going to have sound attenuation and get them down to 45. Well, if it was so important to get them down to those levels, why was the ordinance set at 80, which is several times higher than those desired ordinances? So you had Mr. Shropshire saying that, and when the planning board would focus in on those decibels, you'd have Gary Wadlinger, who was counsel for the racetrack, stand up and say, my client only agrees to abide by the ordinance. So they were trying to do two things at once, which doesn't work, because we all live in the same land here. You can't live in two worlds. So you're going to have to focus in on one number. And if you want to learn from the past, look at those planning board meetings, and look at how there was no focus on one number. There was focus on two sets of numbers. One that the racetrack liked, and another one that the people living there liked. But you can't have that, because there's only one number out there when they're racing. Thank you.